I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here is your daily forecast for the day of Wednesday, September 6th, 2017. And I think I'm also going to go ahead today and do Thursday, September 7th, 2017 as well. Okay, just because I hate being late. I know I'm super late today. I actually woke up kind of late. I don't know how I got to bed, I think kind of late. I was trying to plan some things. I think I'm gonna do a bunch of like learn astrology classes that I'll end up selling. So I was doing a lot of planning for that last night, writing some notes, trying to get a workbook going and things like that. So I think that was what was keeping me up, and that's why I'm up so late and posting this so late today, and I don't want that to happen tomorrow because I know routines is not my strong suit. Okay, so we're gonna do this today. And I'm gonna jump right in. And what is going on today is that we're coming off of a full moon that we had at the very end of yesterday. It happened at like 10:30 at night, conjunct Neptune, okay, where there's some really strong feelings that have come up. I don't even know, yeah, I guess I'll say strong feelings, because right after the moon met with Neptune, it then was in a sextile with Pluto. So I think there were some strong feelings that were coming up, maybe a little bit uncomfortable or confusing to us about what was going on, about our life, about some things from the past, about how we're feeling just emotionally inside. Okay, I think that what was going on yesterday. All right, as we come in today, I think we're still of course feeling some of those feelings just because it happened so late at night. But I think the main thing that happens today to be aware of is we have what is called a yod at the very end of the day. It's gonna be around 6:30, okay? And a yod is when you have two quincunxes that the moon is gonna be making to two planets that sextile each other, okay? So I think what's going on today is that we do want to move forward. We do wanna make things happen. We do wanna bring good things to us, expand our life, make sense of our life and where our life is going in a very good and positive way. But I think what is happening today is that we're having trouble figuring out what to do with our emotions that came up at the full moon, what to make of them, how to understand them, how to get over them, how to put them in the right perspective, okay? Either there's something that's very confusing to us, perhaps something from the past, some kind of emotional feeling going on deep down inside us about whatever part Neptune is in your chart, okay, that we're then having to figure out, how can I take this thing, okay, that happened to me in the past, or these feelings or this confusion, and use it to bring good things to me and to move my life forward, you know, in a way that I think is positive. All right, and the message here is not to, of course, like I've been saying, get lost in all these feelings that you've been having that have been very confusing or uncomfortable. The message, of course, is also not to ignore them either, but to learn how to think about that very hard thing that you're dealing with that's very confusing in a different way, so that it can help you move forward instead of holding you back, okay? I think that is the challenge and the task of today. Do what you want to do good things, try to open up new doors for yourself that are very important for you and your journey in life and where you feel called to go, but learn to think about these things in the past, these things that are holding you back, and do in different ways, okay, so that they don't prevent you from doing things and from having this great life that is waiting for you eventually, okay? So I just want to let you know that. I think we also want to commit to some things today, and really get serious about life and about what's going on. I think that it's going to be a little uncomfortable for us while all this is happening, because we also do have the moon, which is going to conjunct Chiron at the very end of the day as well, making us feel hurt and not quite right and not good and not where we need to be, okay? But I think you have to keep moving and trying to make good things happen and trying to overcome again and again and again all of this stuff, so that you can move forward and that you can make sure that you're doing it better than you have in the past and not forgetting some things, okay? And you got to make sure that you deal with this once and for all, so that you aren't dealing with it again another year from now or a few months from now, okay? So I really do think that that is the main theme of today, okay? Strong feelings, maybe a little uncomfortable, but at the same time wanting to make some big decisions and to move forward in life, or some big decisions to help you move forward in life, and just needing to make sure that you're putting everything in the right perspective, okay, and that you're not getting held back by some things that are very hard for you, but you're learning to think about them in new ways, okay? Let's see, on top of that, we still may have some unexpected things coming up, especially unexpected news with Mercury still in the trine to Uranus happening, okay? So that could be making all of this a little bit more difficult for us, a little more uncomfortable, because we're not planning on some of these things that are happening, that we're having to learn how to deal with and how to make sense of, and how to use all of this and work everything together for our good to move in the right direction, okay? So I think that's a lot of it too, trying to make things happen, maybe being a little unsure of how we can do this, but still trying trying anyways, okay? And I think that it's important to, you know, even though I know I said yesterday to not make any decisions, I think you should make decisions, or continue to do things today and to move forward, but to make sure that the decisions that you do make are based on you thinking clearly here, okay? And not on some false illusion that is not true or that will be worse for you later on, okay? Because I think emotional attachments can be very high, confusion about some of our emotional attachments as well, and we just need to make sure that we work all of that out in the right way, okay? So that's what I want to say there. Now tomorrow, for Thursday, is, I think, going to be a better day. We're still feeling uncomfortable, we're still feeling hurt, because as we move into the day on Thursday, tomorrow, the moon is coming off of Chiron. Chiron is just an asteroid. It's like an asteroid that wanted to become a planet but can't. It's got like a weird orbit and like kind of thing in space, and it's like not a planet, but it kind of acts like a planet in a lot of ways. And so with Chiron, it's like we want to do something but we feel like we can't, you know? It's like I want to do this thing and it's almost within reach, but for some reason there's something about me that can never get it, you know? And so I think we're coming off of that feeling like we don't quite have what it takes to be a star or a planet, you know? And to do all of that. And I think you need to learn that that's okay and to continue moving forward. And I think Thursday especially is going to be a good day to act. It's going to be a good day to do things. It's going to be a good day to get things done, okay? And I think today we're trying to prepare and plan to get our mind right so that tomorrow we can move forward, okay? The reason why I say that is because when we get to Thursday, there's really, like, the moon moves into Aries, okay? And Aries is the sign of action and of doing things, and then it just hangs out and does not make any aspects, okay? And when a planet doesn't make any aspects, to me, especially the moon, you're just kind of hanging out, not really too much going on, even if there is other stuff going on. And I think that is like your cue to run with whatever you have and to do whatever it is you need to do, especially with the moon being in Aries, without distractions, without other people telling you you can't, without, you know, people telling you no, you can't, this is going to come up or whatever. And I think you need to use it on Thursday to do that. I think as you're doing things on Thursday, though, you may have to realize that you're going to have to do things differently, okay? Maybe you weren't planning on some of these things that you got to do, okay? Maybe you didn't want to do them. Maybe you didn't think in a million years you would have to do these things, okay? But I think on Thursday, you got to get on board with where things are going, and you got to make them happen, okay? As I'm doing this, it like literally just started raining outside in Florida. That's the thing about the South. You get like these freak rainstorms, you know, that always happen in the middle of nowhere. That's why I like Utah so much. It is so dry there and it is great. You know, I know there's like a hurricane out here on the coast, but yeah, and so you got to be careful of that, you know? And I think a lot of times about the hurricane when I think all this stuff, you know, especially being in Florida right now, and it's just like, if you have been, it's on Thursday is the day I see is like the getaway day. It's gonna be a good day to do what you need to do to get away from Florida, to get away from the coast without many distractions, and to just go for it. But if you're one of those people who's like, but this is my home and I want to stay, you know, and I've never done this before and it's so hard and it's uncomfortable, then it's gonna be really hard for you to use all this good energy on Thursday to do what you need to do, okay? And I think what you need to do today on Wednesday is to prepare and take care of all your emotional stuff, okay? And pay attention to that, and then realize you need to adjust your perspective and think about things differently so that you can use the opportunity tomorrow to make things happen that are important to you, all right? Now, I did realize that I did forget to draw your card for the day, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I'm like holding my camera in one arm, and I gotta get my I got my travel tarot cards here. Let me see if I can, there we go. And I'm just gonna shuffle them. If you can see, I got it down here at my pillow. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. You know what, I'm just gonna spread them out and I'm just gonna pick some randomly, because sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. You know what I mean? All right, so we're talking about Wednesday, your card. I'm gonna take you. We've got this one. Ooh, okay, this is the 8 of Wands reversed. Okay, this is a little bit of a slower day, I want to say. Wands, having to go back to get things from the past, maybe to review some things, you know, keeping up with that. Mercury is stationed, so I think we especially are trying to pay attention to some things, to the signs, to make sure we're not forgetting something very, very important, okay? And I think that's the message of today. Take it slow. You can start moving forward again today. Yesterday may have been a little confusing. I think today's still going to be a little hard. You can start making plans to do what you need to do, but try to make sure that you got everything right. everything's in the right perspective, you think about things in the right way, you're not forgetting anything, you're coming out of this haze, okay? I think that's important for today to do some of that, all right? Then for tomorrow, for Thursday, your card, I'm gonna pull this one, is the King of Swords reversed, okay? So I think with the message for Thursday here, this is one about wisdom and about knowledge and about your perspective as well, and about thinking about things in the right way, okay? If you don't know what to do and if something's not right, this is the card to ask advice. Talk to people, okay? Swords to me indicate your mind, indicate your thoughts, things like that. And I think tomorrow, Thursday, is going to be a good day to get clarity on a lot of situations, and you need to start making sure you're seeing things clearly. You need to lift off some of the confusion going on here in whatever way you can. If that means talking to people, if that means getting all the information you need to get, if that means getting to the root of the problem, okay? I think you need to figure some of that out tomorrow so that you can begin to move forward with more clarity, with the right vision, with all the information, okay? And help other people in your life do the same thing too, okay? So that is what I've got for you for today. I hope you like this horoscope. I'm sorry I'm getting it up so late. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching it. I appreciate all your comments. I do read them. I don't realize sometimes how like motivating your comments are. and just yeah, talking to all y'all. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later. Friday. I'll talk to you then. All right. Bye.